Good afternoon, respected judges and dear audience. Myself, Dr. Mohammad Shafi, Professor in the Department of Family Medicine at JIH, Indian Institute of Medical Science and Research, Balnapur, Jalna, Maharashtra. The title of my study is Professional Perspectives among Postgraduate Students which are studying at JIH, IIMSR, Jalna. Professionalism is a core competency required to practice the art of medicine. In 2002, professional competence was defined by Einstein and Hundred as the habitual and judicious use of communication, knowledge, technical skills, critical listening, emotions, values, and reflection in daily practice for the benefit of the individual and the community served. In today's era, the concept of medical professionalism evolving from autonomy to accountability, from expert opinion to evidence-based medicine, and from self-interest to teamwork and shared responsibility. Postgraduate medical training environment differs significantly from undergraduate training, as these students are constantly exposed to large number of patients and shoulder more responsibilities in complex situations, both individually as well as a part of departmental team. Earlier, professionalism was hidden curriculum in medical education, but CBME from NMC now it has become easy for teaching and assessing professionalism has become mandatory in both undergraduate and postgraduate education. Postgraduate medical students are usually the first contact with patients in an institute, and hence this study was conducted to explore various attributes or domains of professionalism in postgraduate students studying at Rural Medical College of Indian Institute of Medical Science and Research. The objective of the study was to assess professionalism perspectives among postgraduates at medical college. Coming to the methodology, the study design is a universal study, duration is 1 year, study population is all the postgraduates which are studying in our institute. Place of study, Indian Institute of Medical Science and Research, Maharashtra, sample size is 59. We have 2 batches of postgraduates when this study was conducted, JR3 and JR2, and sampling across purpose sampling because all the postgraduates are included in the study. Approval of was obtained from the IEC and the permission from the Institute was obtained. Now, workplace-based assessment in the form of mini clinical evaluation exercise was the tool of assessment of professionalism among postgraduates. So these 7 attributes or domains of professionalism were assessed: clinical excellence, respect to patient dignity, communication, duty, altruism, honor and integrity, responsibility and accountability. So we had a 34-item questionnaire to assess this professionalism. So level of professionalism in regards to all attributes was assessed by a single assessor, that is by myself, in both pre-test and post-test scenario. Each item was assessed by Likert scale of 1 to 5 of agreement. So 1 is for strongly disagree, 2 for disagree, 3 for neither agree or disagree, 4 is for agree, and 5 is strongly agree. So total score for each item was obtained and its mean score and standard deviation was calculated. Mean score and standard deviation were obtained for each individual domain of professionalism also. Then some items under domain study, domains duty, altruism, honor and integrity, responsibility and accountability were given scores from feedback received from their head of departments. This was followed by 2 sessions of interactive and role play in which knowledge about domains of professionals was imparted to all 59 postgraduates. So this was the intervention given to postgraduates. Then after this again mini clinical evaluation exercise was done, and then again professionalism was assessed. So mean and SD for each score was calculated, t-test was applied, and ANOVA test was also applied. Now coming to the results, there was 62% of the male postgraduates and 38% female postgraduates. Now I have put all 7 domains in the form of one bubble in each slide. So this is for clinical excellence. So in this is the question: does complete clinical examination was given highest score in the pre-test examination? And this avoids inappropriate behavior or words to the patient was also given the highest score. Then coming coming to the communication, ask history of disease in detail. So this was also given highest score in pretest, and uses appropriate humor was given the least score. Then available during the duty timing was also given high score.
Next.
So all these, except for these two parameters, all other scores were having less scores. But after intervention, all these domains of professionalism, they improved after doing intervention. So they had higher scores in each domain and in each question also. So this shows the mean scores in the pre-test and the post-test assessment, and it is highly significantly different that it improved a lot. So coming to the discussion, respect to patient's dignity and clinical excellence was best in pre-clinical pre-test. Avoids inappropriate behavior of words to patient and ask history of the disease. This was also given high scores. So our PGs had satisfactory qualities of high human values and disciplined clinicians. Then there are many other studies. I have not found a single study which has done intervention like this and assessed the professionalism in pre-test or post-test. There is one study from Mayo Clinic London that they have done a study on how to incorporate professionalism and how to do the assessment of the professionalism among the postgraduates. The least scores were given for the explained side effects of medication. The postgraduates were very reluctant to explain the prescription or medication reactions, and they have not used any appropriate humor during dealing with the patient. So this indicates that there is a less comprehensive approach of postgraduates who explain treatment details and also need for better skills of communication to enhance patient's confidence and trust. So after teaching intervention, all the mean scores for all the domains they have improved. So gaining adequate knowledge ensured improved performance amongst PGs in respect to all domains of professionalism. So coming to the conclusion, teaching and assessing professionalism is not an easy task. Professionalism is a multi-directional concept, hence cannot be taught or assessed by a single or limited number of tools. Then our teaching and assessing professionalism should become an integral part of formal medical training and should be effectively practiced in medical situations. So intense planning is required for implementation of such endeavor. So those are my references. I have a YouTube channel. I request you all please subscribe, like and share my YouTube channel. Thank you.
Is it enough to assist them for lifelong as a...
No, it's not because it will keep on changing. When they are postgraduate, it will be different. When they are doing practice, after joining this, it will be different, and then we will be doing private practice. That will be totally different.
How will we introduce professionalism other than this intervention method we have used? Are there any other way to introduce and observe or assess?
Exactly, I don't know, but the head of the department can observe and teach them professionalism among the postgraduates.
Thank you.
Sorry? See, we had three questions regarding altruism in our questionnaire. Selflessness in caring for the patients and available for caring the patient during emergency. So here we have not got much good score. It has improved after the intervention, but less scores were obtained in the previous question.
So this was his answer by the students.
Yes.
Practically,
Actually, it is not an answer by the postgraduate. They will be dealing with the patients, and I was observing them while they are dealing with the patients.
difficult trait to...
Yeah, it is a little bit difficult, and then we have a consultant there, head of the department also, regarding each postgraduate.
Since you are conducting the study and if you are the one who's questioning, it will bias to them. Somebody else does it, maybe.
Yes, that is true.
Somebody designated by you can give them some checklist.
Yes.
That's the only thing.
Yes. Actually, it is a part of advanced course in medical education project. I have done this course from the Varda. Yes.
So you have taken only the patients.
Actually, patients are also there, but I am presenting only the postgraduate part. I have assessed both. I have interviewed the questions after the postgraduate dealing with them. So there are two parts. One is from the patients and one from the postgraduates.
So best method to assess professionalism.
I think 360 degree
Yeah,
feedback.
multi-source feedback is the best.
Yes, yes, that is the best.
Five systems.
Yes, sir.
This is not, I mean, not for assessing this paper.
Yes.
But just out of curiosity, what was the assessment of patients towards this parameter?
In that only I have included 4 parameters like duty, communication, this treatment with the patient, with the family members. And I have included them and I asked the questions to them and then I assessed family capacity.
Okay, so what was their response?
That response was because these
Even
was
the
there.
intervention was not done.
Yes, yes, they were and when we assess the post test, patients were different also. That is one of the disadvantages of this. We have not used the same patients for the assessment.